bit of a joke for you. So a man from Newfoundland leaves Newfoundland and then comes here and opens up an amazing catering and small takeout joint in Orleans. Okay, so the joke needs work. But that's actually what happened. And his name's Mark, and that's where we are today. It's at OCCO, however you pronounce it. It's actually pronounced delicious. OCCO, or Ottawa Eats, on Rogers TV. Welcome to Ottawa Eats. This is Mark. Mark, thank you so much for having us here today.
Hey, thanks for coming.
If you don't know, let's start right off the hop. We'll get out the dirty laundry first. Mark is from Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Where in Newfoundland specifically?
I'm from downtown St. John's.
Oh, yes. The only city that anybody from outside of Newfoundland actually knows of Newfoundland, or maybe Gander.
Pretty much. Yeah, Gander's pretty known.
What brought you to Upper Canada?
You know what? I used to work with the hotels, and I worked with Fairmont Hotels, and I ended up moving to Ottawa in 2006 to work at the Chateau Laurier.
Okay, so you're a guy that learned his trade where? On the East Coast, or were you more...
I started on the East Coast. Okay. I went to culinary school on the East Coast, and then I traveled around. I lived out in Alberta. I worked in a resort out there. I worked in Bermuda at a resort. Throughout Canada, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and ended up in Ottawa, and I've loved it, and I've stayed, and been here ever since.
Okay, so one great thing about Newfoundland, one bad thing about Newfoundland, and one great thing about Ottawa, and one bad thing about Ottawa.
Okay, great thing about Newfoundland is definitely, awesome people.
Right.
Really laid back, really relaxed. It's a good time all around. Bad is the weather. Definitely the weather.
Okay, it's a different kind of cold.
Yeah, I mean, all those Newfoundland Labrador tourism commercials, I think they're filmed within a week, but it's, you know what? It's a great spot, great people, and when you have a nice day, it's the most beautiful place on the planet.
All right.
Ottawa, same thing. It's a big city, but it feels like a small town. People are great.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's very family oriented. Feels very safe. Outside of Newfoundland, it's my favorite place in Canada.
All right, and one bad thing?
The bad thing, it's not Newfoundland.
Oh, there you go. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it. Real quick, there's a history with this as well. If people don't know, you guys were essentially just a catering service and a takeout place before?
Yeah, for sure. So we opened up under the idea of doing catering only. Throughout renovations, as we opened, it was a small little takeout down on St. Joseph here in Orleans, and we decided to do a cool little takeout. We're going to use local ingredients. We're going to make it from scratch, and everybody who works in the kitchen is at a minimum a culinary graduate who loves to cook.
Right.
So there's definitely a lot of passion there.
Yeah.
And then eventually we grew into this. We still have the takeout.
Yeah.
But now we're at the Innis Road location, which is a large 200-seat, fully licensed restaurant.
Right, and at this location, this is something that's really cool. You mentioned this to me, and we should mention this. If you're coming here with a party of about 12-ish type people? I guess? 12 per Tapanaki station. Yeah, so this is something cool that I haven't seen at a lot of restaurants, if any really, where you basically show up with a group of people, and what you do is you have celebrity chefs or local chefs come in and kind of do their thing.
Yeah. So we've just started this, and it's we're doing pop-up restaurants. So local chefs from around the city, they're going to come here, and they do a table d'hôte menu, so it's a preset 3-course menu.
Yeah.
You sit here, it's cooked tableside, presented tableside, it's interactive, it's fun, everybody's having a great time.
Awesome idea. So great. Beautiful place. It's in Orleans. So we're going to step into the kitchen, and the first thing we're going to tackle, because he's from Newfoundland, it involves fish. Who knew? Why not start off the show with something that everybody loves? I've seen it in a few movies. It became really trendy a few years ago. Fish tacos. You love fish tacos?
I love fish tacos. We love fish tacos at OCCO. It's one of our, it's probably one of our most popular dishes here. Yeah. It's the biggest seller right behind the candy bacon cheeseburger. But we make everything from scratch. I get my cod from the East Coast. We make a really kick-ass batter. Mango, lime, cilantro slaw, heirloom cherry tomatoes, fresh jalapenos, sweet mini peppers, and a tortilla.
All right, so now you're an East Coast guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there somebody in your family that does something like a fish taco out there, or is that blasphemy?
You know what? I haven't been home in a while, but when I lived there, that would have been blasphemy.
Oh, okay.
Back home, it's pan-fried cod, scrunchions,
all right,
lemon wedge.
So if anybody's at home and watching, he's really sorry already. So that's good. Okay, so Mark, what happens here? What's
okay?
What's
So first we're going to make the batter. To make the batter, we need some flour.
Yep.
So I'll just get some flour in there. I put in a bit of cornstarch. That'll make the batter crispier. And we started off with a takeout, and fish had to travel, so I really wanted a nice crispy batter that's going to hold and not get soft and soggy. I got a little bit of salt I'm going to put in here. Then I got some baking powder. That'll give it a bit of lift. And then we use craft beer. All the beer we use here at the restaurant is local craft beer from Ottawa. So we're going to pour some of that in. I got a bit of a mix here for the beer. And I'm going to have to judge it by eye. So we'll give that a mix. And the more liquid we'll add, it'll just give you a thinner batter.
Yeah.
Next, I'll take the cod, fresh Atlantic cod, and I dredge it, and I'll put it in my batter. I'll do 2 pieces.
Sorry,
What's
Mark.
going on back there, Tom?
Nothing.
Hey. I had 2 straws for us, eh? Like.
That's for after the show.
Okay, so then we just batter up the cod. And while that's frying away, we're going to get our tortillas on the grill.
All right.
So I always like to give the tortillas a little char, just to give them, get them nice warmed up, get them nice and soft, give them a bit of flavor, that charred flavor. Now this is just about ready.
You're waiting for a certain color here?
Yeah, I just like to get a nice golden color on my batter. It's pretty much here. The fish is definitely cooked right now.
Yeah.
A good sign your fish is cooked is when it floats to the top of your oil. So I'll just take this out and give it a little strain.
Now, is cod usually the best kind of fish to use for something like this?
You know what?
It doesn't matter.
Being a newfie, in cod we trust. If I don't use it, I'm not welcome to go back home anymore.
This is the blasphemy thing.
Yeah, about blasphemy. But a lot of people do like haddock. I personally prefer cod. But haddock's also a really good fish to use for fried fish. Halibut is actually my favorite, but it's extremely pricey these days.
Yeah.
So here we have 2 fish tacos. I put on a little bit of mango lime cilantro slaw that I make up here.
Yep.
And then we'll use some, we use local veg that I get from local farms whenever possible. So some of our veg we're using today came from Bergeron Farms here in Orleans. And I just picked up a load of zucchinis actually, and we have zucchini sticks on special. So we'll have some fresh jalapenos, and then we use heirloom cherry tomatoes. And they're going to have their tomatoes ready in about 3 weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. They got black cherry tomatoes, yellow cherry tomatoes, all kinds of goodness. Then when we serve them, we just put them in here. We finish them off with a fresh herb blend, and that's how they go.
Very nice.
That's the tacos.
So, and you mentioned some of the fresh vegetables and stuff. So, if it's in the winter, you guys are using a little bit more root vegetable and that kind of thing. Not necessarily for this dish, but for in your kitchen.
We definitely will cater or change our menu to gear towards the season.
Gotcha. Okay.
So whatever's in season, we always try to use. I mean, it's really tough to get local veg. You can get a lot of greenhouse veg and stuff like that in the wintertime here in Ottawa. Also, they start cryovac corn.
Right.
So we'll take the best corn at the end of the season, cryovac it, and it'll last throughout the season, which is really nice.
All right, so there you go. These are the beautiful fish tacos, not blasphemy. And if your family wants to have a conversation, they can come on over and we can talk about it, but they have to bring the beer.
Yep, for sure. I'm sure they would.
They say that ketchup is God's condiment. Is it?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Ketchup goes on everything.
Yeah.
Including your loved ones sometimes. But you guys make
Tom.
It's not that kind of show. But you make your own ketchup here in house. And I was saying to you earlier that my fiance will eventually bankrupt me because she loves buying homemade ketchup from people, especially if it's local stuff. And this is something really neat because, I mean, you got your basic tomatoes here, and then when you think about ketchup, most people say, well, you just crush a tomato, but that's not exactly how it works. What's involved in this?
I mean, there's a little bit more to it for sure.
Yeah.
So our ketchup, I mean, the biggest use is on our burger. And right now I'm going to make you the candy bacon cheeseburger, which is probably our top selling item.
Sold candy, bacon, burger.
Yeah, it's hard not to love it.
Yeah.
But so the ketchup, we try to incorporate in some local tomatoes whenever possible. But we'll use some canned tomatoes for this procedure as well. So I'll start it off. So I got my canned tomatoes. I'll put this into a pot here. And then I got a sugar mix here. You know, I'll use some brown sugar, I'll use some white sugar. We like it nice and sweet. Then I have a herb blend. I have about 14 different herbs and spices that I add to this ketchup.
That's a secret, right?
I can't give this away, you know, because I'll be on the outside looking in.
Yeah,
and I'll go, what happened?
Out of business.
Hey. And then, you know, we use a little bit of tomato paste here. The one thing I do like to add to my ketchup is onion. And before I add it, I'll usually throw my onion on the grill, and I'll just let it cook until it's nice and caramelized and charred. Okay. And then whatever tomatoes I can get my hands on that are local and in season, I'll usually throw them in. Now I'll cook this for maybe 2 hours, and I'll just let it simmer.
Right.
When everything's molded together really nicely, we'll pureate it in a Vitamix so that it's super smooth.
This. I mean, look at this looks like a hot mess right now.
Yep.
But it will eventually be
Actually, I forgot my vinegar, but I'll add a bit of vinegar to that. Now it's done.
There we go.
I'll put this over here on the heat.
Very nice.
And I'll throw in my onion. So I got a nice little char on there.
Okay, so you put the whole thing in there.
Yeah,
okay.
I just put it in.
And the key is patience. Just leave it alone for a little while.
Let it go and let it do its thing. And
okay.
But now this is so this goes on our burger. So I'm going to start with the bread. Everything on our burger is made from scratch because at OCCO it's about local scratch craft. So every morning the baker shapes, proofs, and bakes off the dough. The dough is made the day before from a pre-ferment, so it's an artisanal dough, and we let it go overnight. It matures, it gets flavor, and it's almost like a light brioche. But it's a really soft bun if you want to feel it.
Yeah, very.
Tom, you can feel
Feel your buns?
Yeah. Take a feel. You know, I got it on video
waiting
now.
Forever to use that one. Thank you for that opportunity.
I'll see you in court, Tom. So on our burgers, we always throw it on the grill, give it a nice char. I like to have everything charred. It really gives it a really good flavor. We char our burgers. I mean, the toughest part about cooking all your meat on the grill is just watching for flare-ups, because sometimes it'll flare up with all the fat and it can burn the meat. But we only give it a nice light toast. That's perfect there. Perfect. And I'll bring this over, and this is ready to start.
Want me to clean some things up here? Make
There
myself
we go.
useful? I'll go over here.
Look at this. This is our patty we make in-house.
My God, that's thick.
AAA.
Look at that.
AAA Ontario chuck.
Yeah.
Ground from muscle. So this will go on the grill. So we just season it. Then we have our own little mixture that we spray on our burgers.
And is this a secret recipe as well?
You know what? It is.
Yeah.
I could tell you, but there's people staring over their shoulder at me right now who aren't going to be happy with me.
Oh,
that's for sure.
All right.
So we just let that burger go, and then I'll come back here and I'll start building this burger that I'm going to make for you. It's a candy bacon cheese. I call this one the Hammery because it uses smoked cheddar and guacamole. So we have some guacamole. We'll put that on the bun first. As long as it's tasty, it's fresh, and whoever made it with care or pride or. So there's our homemade ketchup. That's the consistency there. It's a nice consistency. Has a very unique flavor.
That's so much better than the store-bought stuff. That's amazing.
And then we'll go with a little bit of this is chipotle mayo there. So we got all our sauces on. Then this is pretty much, we have homemade pickles here we make from local English cucumbers. And then our vine tomatoes. Now this is good to go. We'll just season the tomatoes. I'll go get my burger. So on the burger, Hamry, who's named after a local real estate mogul, Steve Hamry, great guy, loves his burgers, has great taste. So me and him kind of came up with the flavor concept of this burger.
Okay.
So I got to give him a bit of credit. You know?
So you had to basically consult an expert.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I needed a bit more brains. I brought the beauty, he brought the brains. So now for the bacon on this, we use candied bacon. So for my candied bacon, we marinate our bacon, we press it in sugar, we cook it till it's about 75%, and then I'll finish it here on the grill.
Okay, so hang on. So the candy bacon, so you've cooked it and then you press it in sugar?
Yeah, well we press it in sugar before we cook it.
Yeah.
And then we finish it on the grill and it chars and it gets almost that, you know when you toast marshmallows over a fire, that caramelized sugar flavor?
Right.
That's the flavor you get from this bacon.
Oh, wow.
It is knee wobbly.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what, I can accredit this bacon to most of my friends.
Yeah.
Anybody who likes me, talks to me, hangs out with me, has to do with this bacon right here.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. I've never tried the candy bacon before.
So that's exactly what I'm looking for. So you can see that bacon, it has charred bits in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put this on, get ourselves a little skewer. This here, Tom, is
that's a piece
candy
of art
bacon
right there.
cheeseburger, yeah.
Wow. So everything on this burger, you guys have basically made yourselves.
Absolutely,
The patty, the bun.
And everything on that burger, for the most part, is all from Ontario.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, from scratch, from start to finish. That burger's local and scratch.
Now, real quick, the buns. You guys make the buns for the burger. You guys make the breads for pretty much everything here.
Yep. Yeah. All our breads are made in house.
Well, there you go.
And we use all pre-ferments.
Yeah.
So it's it's not just a straight dough where you're just mixing your flour, yeast, salt, sugars. Mm-hmm. We'll start with a pre-ferment, like a sponge starter or.
Right. Okay.
And it'll develop a bit more complex dough and complex flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knew that somebody from Newfoundland would perfect the burger? I'm kind of impressed.
See my Chinese food, man.
Beautiful. Okay, this has been a personal, I guess, mission of mine, finding zucchini sticks that are really, really good, and just finding zucchini sticks in general, because they're not always available.
Yeah.
But this is something that you got here. This is fresh from somebody's garden.
Yeah, it's from the farm, just picked.
Yeah.
Off Navin Road, less than a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is your spin on zucchini sticks.
Yeah, so zucchini's, it's coming out, it's in season right now, so I figured zucchini sticks aren't on the menu, but everybody loves them, and when they're as local and fresh as this, why not, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So to make, the way we make our zucchini sticks here, I got some free-run eggs, just give that a mix, but it's a pretty straight-up breading process. So we'll take our zucchini, and this again is from Bergeron Farms. We'll just cut them into sticks, you know. Now for the breading process, we'll dredge it in flour. If you want, you could definitely season this. I mean, it has a high moisture content. You could just throw it on a grill, give it a little cook for a few minutes. It'll probably be, you wouldn't want to let it go too long though, because once you drop it in the fryer, it'll come out too soft.
Yeah, it'll be mushy.
Yeah, right. This one, without us pre-cooking it, it'll probably have some firmness to the bite. And then we'll just dip it in the egg, and then in our panko, this is panko, toasted breadcrumbs. I'm just gonna put in a bit of seasoning here, and then take our zucchini, put it in there.
He's in the middle of filming right now.
And then we can season it again, and we can put some fresh herbs on there, and we're gonna take these, this is what they'll look like.
Okay.
They're done, and drop them right into the fryer.
You don't need to let them sit or anything like that. You can pretty much just bread them and then
do them right in, yeah.
Okay.
Now, you know what? If I was recommending somebody to do it at home, I would suggest that give it a quick cook. Just throw them on the barbecue, just for a minute, just to give them a nice little quick cook first. And then we'll bring them over here to our fryer. Just drop them right in there. then I'll prepare a plate. So for the zucchini sticks today, we're going to use a jalapeno cream cheese. That'll give it a nice kick. With a little fresh herb. We'll stick to the sweet and spicy theme. So the zucchini sticks, this is going to be jalapenos, cream cheese, some honey, some salt, some pepper, and a bit of lime juice, and some fresh herbs.
Very nice.
Sweet and hot. Zucchini sticks are coming along. They're just about ready. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to give them a little strain here.
Now, something we should mention real quickly here as well is that you guys, I mean, you obviously have the restaurant, which is where we are today, but you do catering as well, right?
Yeah,
that's
that's
still a
right.
big part of your
yeah,
business?
absolutely. We started off with catering being most of our business, but the catering side is very busy. We have a catering menu online on our website.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of all sorts of events, from parties to weddings. So we'll just layer the zucchini sticks here.
So if you want a wedding of just zucchini sticks, you're going to have to do it
exactly.
in season, probably.
We'll have to do it right about now to have the zucchini party. We could finish off that plate with some fresh jalapeno. There we got some sweet peppers.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice simple little appetizer.
Yeah, nice simple little lap. It's local, it's fresh, and it's
Yeah.
in season, which is always nice.
See, I should mention this, and I know this is getting close to the end of the show, so I feel pretty confident that I'm allowed to insult you just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was under the impression that appetizers for people from Newfoundland was a beer.
Well, you know what? That's usually breakfast. Yeah, we'll hit that in the morning and then slowly work our way into a shop.
How I tried to kind of
afternoon.
subtly insult you, and you just took it a step further. That's good. So there you go.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you so much for doing
Hey,
this.
thank you.
We're going to try some of this stuff in just a second, but there you
Excellent.
go. Nice, simple appetizer zucchini sticks if you're looking for them in the city of Ottawa. Beautiful, right here. And the hot peppers. Steal one of those. Not nearly as spicy as that. Well, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to wait a second. That's it for another episode of Ottawa Eats. Thanks so much for joining us, and thank you, sir, for
Thank you very much, Tom.
letting us
Thanks
join
for coming
you
down, man.
in the kitchen. I mean, you've created some amazing things. Fish tacos. I know that a big group of my friends always go for fish tacos, and I mean, these look absolutely stunning. You've got this beautiful burger as well with a beautiful side salad and zucchini sticks. So if people want to come here, where do they find you guys?
You know what? The best place to check us out is probably on Facebook.
Okay.
It has a lot of activity, all our specials. That's where we post it.
Okay.
A lot of interactions going on. So
Yeah. And the actual physical location if people want to come here?
it's at 4240 Innes Road, out in Orleans.
All right. And I love zucchini sticks, so try and keep me from trying one of these. Perfect. Still got the crunch. Thanks for watching. It's Ottawa Eats on Rogers TV. You want one, or you just?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll dig in.
Yeah.